Double axe to the back.
I think I first got started playing D&D when my friend Charlie kind of told me about it and it sounded interesting, so I kind of created my first character and went on from there.
So I started D&D all the way back in summer of 2014, 2015, something like that. I was completely bored and I decided to walk into Cowabunga Comics, and there I met my DM, Brad. He kind of got me interested in the whole thing, but I think what really hooked me was when a few of my best friends, Caleb, Charlie, another Charlie, and Matty P walked in, and they said, "Hey, we're group members of Brad's campaign," and I'm like, "What? No way! I want to play!" So that's kind of what got me started into D&D, the whole friend aspect.
I think what really got me into D&D is hearing about a campaign that my other friends were in, and about how one of them kind of turned into an apple, and I figured if you could do some of that stuff and just have fun with the game, well then yeah, of course I'm gonna do it.
Well, Charlie was doing it, and you know, everyone was like, "Hey Barry, you should do this, it's fun, let's start like a big campaign going," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sounds fun, let's do it," and then here we are.
You know, it sounded really cool, and in my mind, I'm like, this is a game that a lot of like just closet nerds play. Like you sit in a basement, it's just sweaty people sitting in a room playing with pencils and paper and rolling dice. And I had that kind of idea of it, and then I tried my first campaign with a friend, and I loved it. It's awesome. Like Theater of Mind is so fun, and the characters that you meet along the way are just absolutely fantastic.
I really like that D&D's, I don't really see it as playing like a game as much. I see it kind of more like you're writing a story with 5 other people, because like you have someone who's creating the overall story, and then as you're playing with everyone else, like you get to add all the details to the story, almost.
I think it's all the fun that I have with it, whether you're DMing or playing. It's just fun regardless, because you never know what's going to happen, and all these experiences with your friends are just so amazing.
I think it's that no campaign is the same, because there's so many factors with characters and personalities that keep it interesting, and you don't know what's going to happen next.
The people. I mean, yeah, the colorful cast of characters we have.
Akin to Barrett, the people are honestly very colorful and interesting. It's the personalities that really gets to me. I think every character that Charlie creates is unique and really diverse in how they play in the whole campaign world. So yeah.
So my favorite story comes from when I was DMing a campaign. We set up this whole thing where they had to charge a castle. It was just crazy. And a lot of recurring villains showed up in that session. One of which was was a cavalier with blue hair. Her name was Perry, but the group donned her the nickname Daddy Issues. So, one of my players, Gabe, is, in a way, he's flying on a giant wyvern named Virgil, which, that's another story in its own. He has all these bombs and chandeliers equipped to this wyvern, and I say, okay, you're scanning the field around, and you see Perry over there. And he's like, Daddy Issues, I'm a hitter! So he drops everything that he can on her. And I decided, okay, I'm gonna roll a percentile to see how severe it is. 100, she dodges out of the way. 1, she takes everything. I got a 1. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just sitting there laughing, and I say, everyone give me your D6s. So then everyone's just sitting there laughing as they're giving me their dice, and I'm rolling them, amounting the damage that's dealt. Meanwhile, Gabe's on the floor. It was the most funny experience I've ever had as a DM, and just...
Honestly, my favorite story is anything involving Gabe's character. Gabe plays old men, he plays very interesting people, and he plays the most crotchety old man. that is just eccentric with magic and is fantastic.
I think that my favorite story from D&D is I was playing a crazy old man who I walked into a bar and I ordered a bunch of drinks without paying for them and ended up starting a bar fight so I could escape without having to pay or go to jail.
Okay, so there was this one night where it was just myself, Eli, Brandon, and Kyle, and we were the elites, and we got like this special training. And then Brandon wanted to visit the gift shop for cap guns. This man refused to give me a cool-looking keychain, and then we tried to attack him, but he called security. We went back to the gift shop, and needless to say, we robbed that man dry.
So we had a quest from an orc at the beginning of one of our first campaigns, well, one of my first campaigns, and we had to get some orc's precious treasure from this cave, which ended up getting burned up by Sean and his fireball. So we had to take, I believe, the remains of what was left. We had to take a hot dog. We had to take a hot dog that Gabe found, and it used deception, and he ended up tricking the orc into thinking that this wiener was his beloved treasure that had been missing.